Man, fuck those kids. Very few horror movies come hot out the gate with an iconic image, but I really think that Weapons, with its poster and its teaser trailer of kids airplaning their arms out into the starry night, is an instantly iconic image. It's super early, but director Zach Cregger might eventually be in that iconic canon. Cregger is back a few years after his surprise debut, Barbarian. Barbarian was a small smash, but it sent shockwaves through the horror community. With its mix of comedy and twists and turns that tied your stomach in knots, but also made you laugh, it was truly a unique experience. Cregger has promised a lot with Weapons. He's called it a mix of Magnolia and Hereditary. Does it live up to the hype? And is it instantly iconic? The biggest thing with this movie is to go in completely cold. All you need to know is it's set in the sleepy town of Maybrook. On a night like any other, all 17 children from Mrs. Gandy's elementary class got up, walked out of their houses, and ran off into the night. Naturally, the town is reeling from these mysterious disappearances. Where did they disappear to? Who was behind it? The town wants answers. Cregger structures his film through multiple character POVs. There's Justine Gandy, played by Julia Garner, the teacher of the classroom that disappeared. There's Archer, the father of one of the boys, played by Josh Brolin. There's a local cop into the mix, Paul, played by Alden Ehrenreich. There's the town meth head, played by Austin Abrams. And there's the school principal, Marcus, played by Benedict Wong. All these characters will eventually converge in mysterious, strange, and chaotic ways. And that's all you need to know. The trailers and TV spots give away not the whole story, but images and moments that you really should see cold. Because this has maybe been my most anticipated horror film of the year. All I saw for this was that creepy teaser trailer with the kids running, and that's all I needed to see. And that is the best way to experience this, because largely Weapons is a mystery. It's a mystery set in a suburban town unlike any other in America. And that's the best thing about this. It feels so ordinary, which is why it's a perfect setting for something creepy and disturbing and unknowable to happen. Shout out to cinematographer Larkin Siepel, who does exceptional work here, especially in the nighttime scenes. Cregger and his DP, sorry for the pun, weaponize each frame, so there's always tension in them. You're always wondering about what's off screen and worried about something entering frame. You get the sense anything could happen at any moment. Cregger really prioritizes atmosphere and tension and suspense above all else. And even though I'm not a fan of them, the film has quite a few excellent jump scares. Cregger allows shots to linger. He allows characters to really exist in the spaces he creates. And he uses those ordinary everyday settings, things like door frames, stairways, looking inside and outside windows, to really create an atmosphere of paranoia and dread. There are two dream sequences in the first chapter of this that are among some of the best horror filmmaking in the last few years. Now, a film like this lives or dies by its ending, and it's really easy to be disappointed by a movie like this when it doesn't play out like how you have it in your imagination. Films like this and Longlegs and even Hereditary a few years ago have such exceptional technical filmmaking that the resolution can only be unsatisfying. But I would urge every viewer to not create expectations, to let the tension and the unknowability hit you just like the characters. Funny enough, this is a horror film that pretty much pays off everything. Every little idiosyncrasy and horrific image and question is mostly explained by the end, but that's not really a bad thing. Cregger lays the groundwork for the resolution. So while it might be unexpected, it doesn't feel completely out of place with everything we've gotten before then. And the climax of this film is kind of a joy to behold. Cregger takes all these characters in these situations and what's actually going on and kind of just collides all of them in a messy and honestly hilarious way that still matches the somber tone of everything we've seen before it. It's really quite a feat. I was cackling at the end of this film. Last week, I talked about the movie Together and how that kind of represented the wrong direction for horror at this time, where it literalized everything horrific and wanted to hit you over the head of what it's about. This is a horror film where you can enjoy it on a pure genre level, but it does have layers to it. It's not trying to be about just one thing. In some ways, like Cregger is trying to balance a lot. Suburban paranoia, the fear of every parent that something horrible has happened to their children. I mean, our current climate of distrust and chaos and unease, it's all in there. You can see it, or you can just have fun with the mystery. And I think good genre films do both. They're about something, but they're also just what they are. It's so strange how movies can just whiplash you back and forth. When I was talking about Together, I was so kind of hung up on where horror is headed, but then Weapons comes out and swings me right back. It's been a weak year for movies, and I've been really anticipating the fall awards season. But so far, the best movies of the year have been horror movies. Sinners, 28 years later, and now this. It just shows you that this genre is constantly evolving and it has new things to say when we have new voices like Zach Cregger. Weapons is a slow burn, multi POV mystery that is directed with skill and suspense. Zach Cregger seems to be the real deal in horror, balancing so much tension and so much humor. And Weapons is a horror ride worth experiencing and seeing fresh. I give it an exceptional 4 out of 5 stars. If you like this review, please like and subscribe or follow me on Letterboxd at Ramirez316. Seriously, fuck those kids.